Hi everyone, it's Alexandra here, and happy July. I can't believe we're going through the second half of the year already. Time has just flown so fast. But today what I wanted to share with you was my July 2016 setup in my bullet journal. And instead of making two separate videos of one being a June flip through and then another one for the July setup, I decided I'm just gonna flip through how June went for me and what I ended up doing and adding on, and then we'll get into July. So really quick, I just want to show you my index as it's been evolving here in my bullet journal. So in June I had everything in a light blue, and then now for July I have everything color coded in red for this month. And I also decided not to add in my dailies or my weeklies because I found like they were taking up way too much room in my index, and I don't know necessarily if I'd ever really go and refer back to those pages as much. So for the purposes of the index, I just really stuck to just adding collection pages or monthlies and time trackers and stuff like that, just to save space, because I'm already going on to the third page here of the index, and so I decided let me just keep it at collections only. Okay, so that's how the index is looking. Let's flip through June really quick, and I'll tell you what worked and what didn't work for me. This was my cover page for those of you that saw my June bullet journal setup video. Okay, this is how the monthly turned out. I really like this layout. If you saw my April setup, I had my reservations on it, but I find that this is really working for me. So as you will see, I carried this throughout also in July. Okay, worked out well. My Calendex and my future log, I've added a couple of things to it, but it's working out nicely. My currently page came out pretty well. I had no time to read, so it's been kind of a crazy month. So, and as you can see on my tracker here, like it was just all blank, and like I hate that feeling when I feel like I didn't even have time to do anything that I wanted to do for my own personal self. But the habit tracker, I made a couple changes of it for July. I'll show you that in a few minutes. I found that although I loved having the habit tracker on one page, I found it very difficult to match up the tasks going horizontally, and then you had the days going vertically and trying to match them up each day. I felt like my eyes were playing tricks on me sometimes. So I changed it up a little bit. Although I did love the idea that there were the tabs, like kind of categorizing the tasks for the month. So I did keep that, and I'll show you the changes that I made to that in July in a little bit. My gratitude log, I love this. I really do, and I say it every month, but I really love the feature. I added a quote here. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Cicero quote. And I really make it a point to fill this out every day, because I just love looking back and reflecting. Because not only is it gratitude, but it's also like a snippet of how your day went or something, you know, that stood out. Just memory keeping also, which I think is just great. Okay, my June memories, love this feature. The time tracker, I loved this, that it was on one page. It saved me so much time doing my my dailies or my weeklies, just already having it here. And it's just really cool to see the month at a glance, see like with sleep, how I did or how my days played out depending on what was going on any particular day. So really neat how this all came out, and some memories and stuff. So again, really liked how this came out. Doodle with Us in June challenge. Oh God, I had so much fun with this. It was just really awesome to see how the bigger picture evolved over the month, you know. And I took this principle. It saved me so much time because all the boxes were drawn out and the prompts were already there. But I mean, Christina and I were so overwhelmed and blown away by the response to June's challenge, and you guys, like the things that you were coming up with. You guys are so talented, and we could not have asked for a better response, and we're so happy that so many of you are joining us now for July's challenge. And I'll talk more about the July challenge when I show you my setup for that. But again, looking through the hashtag Doodle with Us in June, just seeing what you guys were coming up with, we were like, oh my God, this is so great. So, and when we all saw like the finished pictures and stuff, again, just really phenomenal work. And it's just, you know, and it was just so much fun watching you guys having so much fun with it. So again, we can't thank you enough for joining us. It's been really, really fun so far. We hope you'll join us for July. Okay, so this was a whole under the sea thing, okay, which really got me in the mood for like summer and summertime coming and stuff. So again, this really, I loved, I mean, it's like a little artistic masterpiece in your bullet journal. It's awesome. Okay, my shopping list, I got a few things on my shopping list. This I did for bullet journals, different themes and how I decided to plan out July. I decided that I wasn't going to do a currently page for July because I am going away for a week and stuff like that, and I figured maybe I'll do a little more journaling in place of having a currently page and stuff, and just, you know, themes and colors I was playing around with. As you can see here, the winner here was a light blue, dark blue, and red theme, which you will see shortly. Okay, but again, I liked this idea here. And then we get on to the dailies. One thing for June that I wanted to do was to try and keep it as simple and functional as I could, you know, adding in the cute little doodles and artistic things here and there, but not going crazy with it like I did in May. So these dailies really serve their purpose. For the second week of June, I decided to just do a weekly spread with the weather tracker, very similar to a layout I had done at the end of May. Again, I didn't go too crazy with it. Again, it served its purpose. Okay. And then I did, this was a plan with me that I had done. If you want to check out how I did this spread, I'll have it linked up above. But again, I like the idea of tracking the weather like this. I like the idea of having everything in a 2-page spread. But again, this was very, very functional for me. I had my meal planning, my weather, my to-do, and my notes. I had my little doodle. This was inspired by Doodle with Us in June prompt. And again, it really served its purpose. So I was happy with that. Okay, then I decided to do a boho berry inspired stats tracker. I had done like YouTube and whatever, and I'm like, let me just do it all in one place. And I was like running out of room. I was doing like a chart thing, like a bar graph thing, I should say. And like, I was like running out of room already, you know? And so I decided to do it this way, just stick to numbers and stuff like that. And again, it's serving its purpose. And then I started to do a packing list for when we go down the shore in July. So again, this is still a work in progress. This was a really fun spread. I was tagged by Nicole's journal, and she tagged me in a 10 random facts about me challenge, as we're all trying to get to know one another in the bullet journal community. And so this was what I came up with, and again, it was really, really fun, really interesting to see everybody else's spreads and learning about them and stuff. And again, this was really, really fun. And like anytime I can incorporate color or cute little doodles, I'm all for it. So this came out really nice. This was last week's plan with me. If you haven't checked it out, I have fallen in love with this layout of having the weekly, like especially with the gradient. Oh, I love it so much so that I did it again for this week, and that's the plan with me last week that I had filmed. So if you want to do this layout, check that out. And everything. And again, I love the functionality of it, and it has a little bit of color, and it's like right up my alley. So this was last week. Then I did another boho berry inspired page with a planning routine I tweaked to fit how I plan and stuff, like what I do, because I plan more in the morning than I do the night before. So just a kind of reminder of what I need to do each morning, what I do throughout the day, throughout the month, okay, as I think about the month ahead, and obviously reflection, like what's working, what's not working, how can I improve it, how can I make it better. And so I felt like I really needed this, because I felt like sometimes, like some mornings I'm like, oh, I forgot to do this, and oh, I forgot to do that. So this kind of will just keep me in line a little bit. Okay, this is this week's. Again, as you can see, I copied it from the week before because I loved it so much, and I actually have a better way, I think, of making this a little bit better, but stay tuned. I do, because I have ideas floating in my head here, but I absolutely love this layout, okay? And so this is where we're at. I left a couple of spaces here for the weekend, and this is pretty much it for June, okay? So as we go into July, as you can see here, I posted this on Instagram the other day, my cover page. I added the Post-it note tab here on the top, okay? And I moved over all of my Post-it tabs here, okay? And again, this was the theme that I went with, the color scheme anyway, the light blue, dark blue, and red, using my Tombos, and I used my Uniball Signo white gel pen, okay, to get the little details here with the stars, okay. And I loved this quote from Pinterest because it really combined the whole 4th of July theme, but also the fact that it is summer. And so summer nights were made for lightning bugs and fireworks. And I found this cute doodle of a firework, and I replicated it myself, and it turned out really cute. I really like it. So this is July. Okay, this is my monthly. Okay, I played around with the writing, and again, I used the white gel pen to get this effect. I also used it here for morning, afternoon, evening. Again, I haven't changed much. The key is still the same. The goals are here, okay? And the only thing I did add was add the upcoming month in the bottom right-hand corner, just for more function. I felt like the space wasn't really getting used as much as I would have liked, so it was good to have this for reference. So again, the monthly I've really grown to love a lot. My gratitude log, I also posted this up on my Instagram yesterday, I believe. And keeping with the whole stars and red, white, and blue, I used the stars here just to kind of punctuate the page a little bit here, make it pop instead of using the circles and stuff. I liked how this looked, and I always try and put a quote of gratitude for every month. It is not happy people who are thankful, it is thankful people who are happy. So really excited to fill this out. Habit tracker, okay? So instead of doing it on one page like I did last month, I did like the idea of the tabs. I did it on a 2-page spread, and using the whole gradient effect here that I did in my past 2 weekly layouts. I liked the idea. I used my color pencils for this, but I think I like the idea of the tracker going this way as opposed to vertically. So I kept the tabs there. So I have health, personal, housework, social media. I divided social media up from things for my blog, and then challenges that I'm doing. I think I'm also going to do the Rock Your Handwriting challenge in addition to Doodle with us in July. So we'll see how that works out. But again, I really just kind of kept it simple. Also, I will be using my red and blue Stabilo .88 pens, and I'm going to, instead of filling out the boxes, I'm just going to put like stars it's gonna look more like a chore chart at the end of the month, but I think it's gonna come out really nice. So we'll see how this all works out. Okay, I kept my July memories and my time tracker the same. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love these two features right here. So I just stuck with it here. And then last but not least, the Doodle with Us in July challenge, which I have to get started on. I printed this on a shipping label, stuck it right in. It already has all the prompts and all the boxes. You know, it's such a time saver. And if you want this free printable, go on my blog at alexandraplans.com and you can download it and print it out and just stick it in your bullet journal or any other notebook or anything that you might use for this, and you're all ready to go. And use the hashtag Doodle with Us in July so that we can see your awesome drawings. Again, you guys are like so talented. Like, me and Christina can't get over how much fun you guys are having with it, and we're really happy that you are. And that's pretty much it for my July setup. Okay, I might, on the next page here, I'll probably add something for Rock Your Handwriting. I'm still kind of debating over it, which I have to make up my mind soon because the month's already started. But that's pretty much it for the July setup. If you have any questions, I have all the supplies linked, including the Uniball Signo white gel pen that I mentioned, or the Stabilos or Tombos or any other supplies that you might be interested in. Please join us for Doodle with Us in July. It's going to be so much fun, and it's a beach theme, and I know that it's putting me in the mood for summer and vacation and all of that, so I hope you'll join us for that. Any comments or anything, any other questions, please comment down below and I will be more than happy to answer them. Follow me on Instagram at alexandraplans, and follow me on my blog at alexandraplans.com. And until next time, bye. Have a great month, everyone.